What's going on, Barnes Academy fam? And in here today, I got Coach Malcom Walker of Mountain View College. What's going on, Coach? How you doing today?
Good, man. How you doing, Coach? How you doing?
Man, Coach is down here from Dallas, Texas right now. Tomorrow, we are going to have a showcase here for guys of the 2020 class, guys of the 2021 class. We're just looking for, some talent and different things like that. Coach, man, how you doing today?
Man, I'm good, man. A little tired because of the little drive from Dallas, but other than that, man, I'm fired up, man.
Fired up,
ready to go.
Ready to go.
Yes, sir.
Man,
yes, sir.
So Coach, man, I know this year got cut short because of the coronavirus, man, and all that. But how was the year going for you guys?
It was actually going pretty good, man. We were not deep in our season,
right?
And I'm telling you, man, it was just so different how everything just happened and unfolded because. We were getting ready to go play Angelina, and we were making decisions almost simultaneously as everything was going on.
Right.
It's because I was hearing things through the grapevine and about not playing, then playing, and or whatever the case was. Man.
Right.
Then we end up not playing, and then it all unfolded. Man, it was like, wow. So it was like a mountain just came down out of nowhere.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It was a very it was a crazy experience.
Yeah,
crazy experience.
I've never. I'm not old. I'm only at 26, but I've never experienced anything like this in my lifetime. You know, even with different things like the swine flu and all that stuff went around. The world has never shut down.
Right.
You know, and especially the sports world. Right. So that's crazy. But look, Coach, man, let's talk about a little bit like what you look at when you recruit players and different things like that. Mm-hmm. What type of players you like?
Well, first of all, academic kids. Man.
Okay.
Academic kids, man, it makes my job a lot easier simply because I don't have to worry about those kids off the field.
Right.
I know they're going to take care of business in the classroom where it starts and stops, and then it just kind of trickles into the field, and it like I said, it makes my job a little bit easier, man. So academics is number one, man, and then of course kids got to be able to perform,
right?
In the classroom as well on the field,
right?
And what looking for a kid, man, just kids that are hungry, man, kids that are dedicated, man, and kids that are gonna kind of do what you say,
right?
And that's it,
right?
So kids that really, as they say now, on your team, that's the kind of kids I look for, kids that are on my team.
Okay, good, Coach, man. I know that you are a head college baseball coach, man, and you're a black head college baseball coach. So how is that? How's that experience, being a head black baseball coach in college, because we don't see that too often, and I know you know a lot about the game and different things like that. So just talk to me a little bit about your experience.
To be honest, Devin, it's an experience, but I don't look at it as a negative, experience at all whatsoever, man, because I can't go out there, and recruit like that. I got to kind of bring a culture of kids into my program, a melting pot of kids into the program.
Exactly.
And so I don't really look at it as a negative thing. It has things happen. I thought, that was due to me being black has happened. Yes, it has, and I know it has.
Okay.
But like I say, man, we got to overcome, and we got to overcome someday, and I think we have, and I think things are finally going on the upswing a little bit more. Do we have a long way to go? Yes, we do. We still have a long way to go, but ultimately, I don't look at it as a bad thing, man. I'm out there grinding like every other coach in America right now, man. Grinding, man.
Right.
And that's from football to basketball to baseball to whatever sports that there are out there, man. Everybody's grinding.
Right.
So I'm just a part of the grind.
Yeah. Okay, Coach, man. I know Mountain View, y'all have great facilities and great tools and everything like that. Is having your own field, having your own, cages and everything like that, does that make your job easier?
It does. Being that our kids don't have to drive to somewhere else just to practice. They leave the classroom, and come over and practice. So it makes it a little bit easier.
Right.
Man. For when I hear about kids have to drive, so far, like, man, that can be really tough because everybody's not fortunate enough to even have a vehicle.
Right. Right.
So in that aspect, they're not even, some kids not able to have a vehicle, but
right.
At Mountain View, if you don't have a vehicle, you can walk.
You can walk.
Yeah,
you don't have to have a car.
No, you don't have to have a car.
Right.
You have a car because it's right there. You know? And I try not to shut the field down. If a kid want to stay afterwards, hey, buy, wait for his ride or whatever the case. Hey, shoot for it.
Right. Coach, man, so you're at a junior college. So your job is really just to prepare them to go to the next level, where they might be D1, D2, D3, whatever. So do you ever feel like if you had a kid for a full 4 years, what type of stuff that you could do with him?
Yeah, well, I've been on both sides of the ball. I mean, I've been on a 4-year school. I've been, this is really my first JUCO that I've ever coached at. By the way, I was the first black JUCO head coach in Texas, man, out of all these years.
Oh, wow, Coach, congrats.
Yeah.
Congrats on that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I kind of hang my hat on a little bit, but then I come back and say, hey, man, I'm just the baseball coach on top of all that. But, I forgot what you asked me. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was talking about I forgot too, Coach. No, I'm talking about preparing your kids for the next level and keeping them for 4 years.
Yeah. Oh, yes, thank you, man. Hey, world, I'm out there. I'm 48, so yeah. But yeah, man. Like I said, I've been on both sides, and and 2 years is really quick. And I tell kids, man, like tomorrow, this is what I'm gonna tell these kids tomorrow, man. At a JUCO, man, you don't really have time to shelf kids.
Right.
You have to come in the door ready to go.
Right.
That's the I think it's an advantage to JUCO, man, because you get kids, man. I don't have time to say, hey, I'm gonna sit you up and down for 2 years, and then I'm ready for. No, man, we don't have that.
Yeah.
We don't have that luxury, man.
Right.
You got to get the door running.
Yeah.
If you get red shirt or something like that, man, at least it's only for a year.
Yeah.
Instead of 2 years. So, so that's the advantage I think about JUCO.
Right.
I wish I'd went JUCO.
Yeah.
If
definitely.
I'd known all that, man.
The grind is definitely different in JUCO.
Absolutely.
Because from day one, because I went to JUCO, from day one we were on the field going. And I know when I went to, my 4 year, we couldn't start till like October, like the middle of September. Sure. And we couldn't get on the baseball field till October.
Right.
So that experience for me was different, because I went to JUCO first day, hey, we got, a mile. Like, what? I don't even know the dude next to me. Hey, it's time to go. And it was about 50 kids that came in, and by the end of the first week, we were down to about 30. So the grind is definitely different in JUCO.
My first year, man, I had about 115 kids in our first meeting, man. And then, we got this thing called Midnight Train to Georgia, man. They started dropping off in the midnight hour. They called it, man. Yeah. So it drops off real fast. And I talk about my kids about the pyramid all the time. The pyramid, gets smaller the higher up you go.
Right.
So, and a lot of kids caught that midnight train, man. They wasn't able to handle it. And like you said, it's a grind, man. It's a grind. And you don't know the guy next to you.
Yeah.
And, JUCO is one of those things, man. You're there for to either get drafted or you don't want to go to the next level.
Right?
It's only one or two things,
Right.
So, So it's tough. It's tough.
Right. So, Coach, man, everybody I bring on at the end of the interview, I like to ask them, if you could tell a kid that wants to be in your same shoes, what would you tell them? Because I know, you're a head black baseball coach. High school, that's common. College, not so much. SWAC and different things like that. So, what would you tell a kid right now, high school, junior high, that say, hey, I want to be a head baseball coach?
Man, the only thing what I really would tell those kids, man, you have to. First, it has to be a passionate thing, and you gotta follow your heart, man.
Right.
Because I'm telling you, this is no quick, rich scheme.
Yeah. It's a process.
It's a process,
right.
man. You're not gonna get rich. Even in the process, you're not gonna get rich at it.
Right.
And, sometimes, man, you're around, those kids more than you're around your own kids or your own family.
Right.
But I would tell, just follow your heart, man. And like I say, man, when I go to work, it's not even a job to me because I have so much fun doing what I'm doing.
Right.
Is it times that I get worn down? Yeah, of course, I'm human. But ultimately, man, it's just a heart thing, man.
Yeah.
I have the heart for it. When baseball raised me as a kid, man, I was at the park, man. My mama dropped me off. I just play. And it's just something that I love.
Right.
And it's just something that became me of me. And But I enjoy it, man. And you know, if you chose this profession as a youngster, you know, you'll really and truly enjoy it. And also, man, you know, just follow your heart, man,
right,
and let your heart do the walking for you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, look, guys, y'all heard it from Coach Walker himself. Coach, man, I appreciate you coming down.
Man, I'm glad to be here.
I appreciate you taking time to do this interview with me, man. It's huge. You know, you're one of the first black head coaches to be on here.
Wow.
Well, the first black head coach to be on my interview. So, Coach, I appreciate that. Okay. Looking forward to a great weekend. Right. We finna go get us something to eat, Coach. I appreciate it, man.
Hey, thank you so much.
Sir.
Thank you so much.